Oh, I forgot to like design her wings. Like I wanted them to be like narrowy, that's not a word. Hello and welcome. I thought it would be fun to create a fairy character out of the aesthetics of a candy cane and like peppermint. And I have this peppermint candy cane girl that I made a few years ago. And I wanted to kind of use it as inspiration for my candy cane peppermint fairy. And yeah, let's see how that goes. Okay, so I kind of want to take a lot of my inspiration from this portrait that I painted a few years ago. I can't remember the exact year, but I did do it a few years ago and I really like it. And I kind of want to take a lot of my inspiration from it for what I do. So I'm thinking to start out, I'm just gonna like jump into it because we've got, let me move her over here. We've got, we already have a color palette, right? Because it's, my brain isn't working because it's candy canes, like the red and white. So we've got, basically an idea of a portrait already. We just need to think of like her outfit and her dress, which, is the same thing. I'm thinking about doing like, what are they called? Like one of these. And then it comes down and then she's wearing a sweater. Okay, the sweater plus dress like thing, I know I've done it like a bunch. I think it's me wanting an outfit like that manifesting itself into my art. But we're just gonna keep going because it's what I'm inspired by right now is like these like sweater things. But unlike the gingerbread fairy where it's like a puffy sweater, I'm thinking about doing like almost like bell sleeves almost and putting like rufflies on the sleeve like this almost. And then I gotta think about the bottom of the skirt, what we do there. I almost want to be able to like actually see her shoes this time, because I haven't done any cute shoes and I kind of want to do some cute shoes. So if I do like a shorter dress, maybe do they call them, they're called high-low dresses when they're like shorter in the front and longer in the back. I'm not sure. But also, I feel like that's not very holiday. How do I tie more candy cane into this? Because also the ruffles aren't super candy cane unless I dress them up candy cane-y. Because I know I want to give her like these like candy cane, like they're almost like antenna or something. And then I was thinking about giving her like hair that's one color on the inside and a different color on the outside. Because I was thinking about making her hair white, pink white on the outside and red on the inside. That's what I was thinking about doing. Instead of going for the stripe thing, which I did in this. And I definitely want to make things kind of like swirly. Kind of like her, she's got these like curls in here because that just feels like Christmas magic, winter magic, candy magic, you know what I mean? So what if we give her like a peppermint bag and like some frilly socks but also tights? Is tights plus socks, is that weird? I can't decide if that's weird or if people do that. I'm gonna pretend like people do it and just go with it because I want her to have like warm tights, but I also want to do like lacy socks to match like the lacy stuff that I have going on in other places and have this combination of like frilly lacy with like straight edges on the other parts of her outfit and kind of have that mesh of things. So ignore this weird pose because this isn't really a pose. I'm just kind of getting this stuff down. But I'm thinking about doing something like this and then having maybe like, do I have this have stripes on it? We're deciding. But I do want this to be white and this to be colored. either with stripes or red, and then have some darker colors down here and dark boots, and then like maybe a peppermint bag and peppermint earrings. It's not as much fairy as my other things because I also was gonna make her a little peppermint fairy, and it's a little bit more like fashion that we would wear as human beings, and so maybe I want to try and twist it into a little bit more fairy, maybe not. I'm still thinking about that, but let me see what this looks like drawn out less like crazy. So this is kind of what I'm thinking, maybe with, let's kind of like just plop some colors out. I kind of already picked out a few colors that I thought would be cute for a candy cane thing, kind of part out of this and just also just basic candy cane colors, because I think I want to make my whites kind of lean a bit pink to because you know when you see like a candy cane, especially if you've like sucked on a candy cane and it like the whites are a little bit more pink because they're like right next to that red, kind of like washing white socks with a red shirt, like things will turn a little bit pink, and I think it just kind of, I don't know, it just makes me think candy cane to have like a little bit more pink rather than straight white along with the red. So I wanted to do that with my whites and maybe have some other whites in there just for some contrast. So let's see how that goes. And I'm thinking about just kind of taking all of my colors and leaning them pink. Well, and hold on, maybe with her earrings, I instead do, because you've seen, there are those two different kinds of peppermints. They're the like swirly kind and also the kind that are just around the edges. Maybe I have her purse be the swirly and her earrings be like the around the edges kind of peppermints. To just kind of have a few different kinds. And maybe we apply that same philosophy, would you call it? Just that same thing to her dress, and have just on the end, have like the little stripes, but just on the end. And I don't know if up here too, maybe not there, but just across the bottom. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I like that. Because at that point, I would be making that part of the dress white, and then the other part would be red, and I would want to go like a darker red. Maybe not that dark. Her little socks would be like that, and her tights. Would I make them red? Or would I make them... I wouldn't give her lighter tights, would I? Would they be darker? Or even just black tights? And if I were to do that, then her hair, I would reverse my idea and give her, it would be like white underneath and red on top. Because that blends in, but this feels like it might be too... Well, maybe I just like darken the white just a little. Because let's go back, and we kind of have an idea of her, so I'm just going to hide her for now because we don't need to see her right at this minute. And I'm going to see what she looks like with different colors. Because I originally was thinking about making her dress the dark red, and the like the underdress to be white, like the sweatery dress underneath. And I do think I like the way that it looks better, but we get rid of the little peppermint idea, unless we reverse peppermint it and we make it white, or even take that and like put it across her middle. I'm not sure, because the other idea was to put stripes on this, and I don't know how I feel about that. Because I guess we could also give her like swirlies on this. With this, I feel like that might be weird, especially if you do it really messy like I just did it. It feels like it would be kind of weird having the swirls like coming right out of the middle of the dress. I don't know. I kind of like prefer the solid, but how can we candy cane it up? Maybe make these straps white, just that it adds something there. And the hair is my original plan, being white on top and red underneath. But then it kind of just blends in to the other part of the dress. How do we escape that? Maybe I just make her have white hair, and then like it just be like a cream brown tan, what would you call this? Just very, very dark off-white underneath to kind of keep everything like so that you can see it separately. Because the other thing that I could do is change her hair completely. Because I'm trying to think of ways to make this more pepperminty, and maybe having it like curly swirly at the top, but changing it so that it is going into braids, like 2 braids going down. That's my representation for braids when I'm feeling lazy, is just crossing like that. And having it be like really pretty and like curly. I don't know how to really describe what I mean, but like you've seen pictures of girls' hair where their hair is like really curly, but they still have braided it, and it's like gorgeous and like curling in the braid. I don't know how else to say that, but and give her like curly braids. And that way we wouldn't have to worry about it contrasting with the rest of the outfit that much, but we could still have like peppermint hair, like use the same colors as the rest of the outfit, but we're not worrying about it blending in too much. And maybe I go back to the stripes, maybe. So we've got the white, and let's put some red in there. And I can make like the under part red, and then when it's braided it would be like striped. Okay, I like this a lot more. And maybe put a few stripes in there. Okay, I think that one's my favorite because it really makes it feel a little bit more like candy cane, because we've automatically got more stripes. We've got like the long thin shapes of like, because candy canes are like that long thin but then curly at the end, so it kind of incorporates that into her hair a little bit. Okay, I'm very pleased with that. I think I'm gonna go with that one for the hair. The dress, what would this look like on that dress is the question. This is the other dress. I do just think I like the white sweater dress and the red, whatever this is, like the outer part of the dress. I think I like that one better myself. So I think I'm gonna do that. And I was thinking about, okay, I know that I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like this, so I'm trying to decide if I want to make it ruffles, lace, or what I was gonna say is that like lettuce trim. I think, do they call it like lettuce trim, that like really like curly ends on clothing? I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like that drives them crazy. I love the way that looks. I don't have any clothes with it. Maybe that's the difference, is I've never worn it. Maybe it's annoying to wear, but I love the way that looks. It's so cute and like ruffly, and that's kind of what I was thinking for the edges of things. But I could also just make it like have it stitched on and have like ruffles, or I could have it be lacy and have like the lace in there. That's lace, by the way. But like, I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want ruffles, lettuce trim, or lace. And let me make sure it's actually called lettuce trim. We gotta go to Google. Oh, guess what we forgot to do? I forgot to like design her wings. Like I wanted them to be like narrowy, that's not a word. I wanted them to be like narrow wings. So let's see if we can't think of something to do with the wings. Because I was thinking about making them like a translucent red. I just thought that would be nice, because where she's got so many stripes and is kind of, I don't want to say that she's busy, but she's got a lot of stripes and pattern on her with her hair and with her accessories and her, like, I can't decide if I want to make them like horns or antennae, and I want to say I want to make them horns because candy canes are hard, so it would be like horns instead of antennae. Is it antenna, whatever. But I just wanted to put like the candy canes up there on her head. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, her wings. So I didn't want to make them overly complicated, but sparkly and maybe a translucent solid red color is what I was thinking. Because if I do too much with them, I feel like it might be too, like, I just want something to help unify. And granted, her dress is solid color, so maybe I could do something with it. I'm still thinking about it. So I'm going to, because I'm finding about myself that I have a hard time sketching and talking at the same time. I'm just gonna stop the recording, sketch this out, and then we'll start from there, and I can, if I have thoughts, I can express them. Okay, so I was listening to Christmas music and I think I zoned out too hard and I did the sketch and the line art, but that's okay. Because now we're going to start doing the colors. And I did end up going for lettuce trim, like on the sleeves and everything, and because I just thought that the lettuce trim would be cute. But I thought it'd be nice if she had like a ribbed, do they call it a ribbed sweater dress with the lettuce trim, and then this like overdress I thought would be cute as like if it was like velvet, like crushed velvet or something. I don't know. That's like the textures I'm imagining. Yeah. So I'm gonna start the coloring. Actually, I'm gonna fix this because it looks weird zoomed out. I am going to start, and I'm just gonna color it in with the hard brush. I'm going to start just with her skin. Alright, and I'm going to color in her dress. The red part of the dress. And now I'm going to work on the white dress underneath. And now I'm just coloring in the hair. And I'm just gonna fill it in white, and then we can put like the other colors in it later. Okay, now let's add some of the red in the hair just to kind of help these other like parts stand out, like her earrings and stuff. Okay, and then I'm going to add these stripes to kind of help make this feel just a little bit more candy cane-y, candy cane-esque, candy stripey. And on her earrings. Oh, and I almost forgot her horns. That's like some of the most important ones. Yeah, I want this brush back. Alright, so I think that's all of the like flat colors, unless, do I want to make this stripy too? I do want to make that stripy too. I do. Okay, I like that. So now I'm just going to kind of color in her face a little bit. You know, add the whites in her eyes and her lipstick and stuff. Something is telling me that this would look cute if it was a little like more white on the sleeves. And then it like faded into the pink. I don't know why, but maybe just on the sleeves, so like not in the bottom of the skirt and not on the inside. I don't know, I just feel like that's kind of cute. Alright, I think that's where I want my gradients to be. So I'm gonna start with a bit of shading now. So I'm gonna I'm gonna merge all of these layers together, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so alright, so we are almost done. I think the thing that's going to help this come to life is adding the highlights. And also, I don't know why I have so many layers. I don't know. I don't need that many layers. I just keep doing it. Okay, so I think this is going to help this really come to life, is adding a little bit of highlights, especially to these like peppermints. Adding just a little bit of a shine to the strap and the bag itself. A few little highlights to these guys. towards. And I'm gonna go back in. Well, actually, I'm also gonna add the highlights to her eyes. I'm also gonna go in with this brush over the same areas, kind of. Well, almost in the same areas. Just anywhere I feel like a little bit of fun sparkle would help sell the sugary candy vibe of everything. And because I kept saying that I needed to add more of this lasso tooled sparkles, I'm going to do that. I don't know how this is gonna go, we'll see. Well, I don't know how much like winter magic that looks, the swirls behind it, but the fairy I like. Let me try something else. I think that's where I'm gonna stop. I think she's done. I think she's really cute. So I'm really happy with how it came out. I'm really glad that I thought of doing braids instead of doing fluffy hair, because I think it adds to the candy cane aesthetic of it, because it's long and like a candy cane. But I do love the fluffy hair too. I think that looks really cute and would have had it would have created a really nice silhouette. But I like it, and I'm glad I went with the lettuce hem sleeves. And then the stripes on the bag, like the stripes on the strap, I think were a good decision. I was really happy with that decision. But anyway, I'm really pleased with this. But yeah, thanks for coming along, and I will see you sometime later in December. Bye.